Welcome to a special edition of Ty's Conscious Kitchen. Today I have LP Sherry joining me, and we're going to talk about how we started our alkaline electric journey and also how we started Ty's Conscious Kitchen.
And we also have 13 questions here that we'll be answering in a Q&A later on in the video.
So here's a little background on how we started our journey. I love to cook, but we love going out to eat. So we always went out to like restaurants, sit-down restaurants, bar and grills. Very seldom we went to fast food restaurants. And I started watching some documentaries on like Netflix on, food, like Food Inc. And I was learning how, how to be more conscious of what we were eating. So we started like, stop eating pork, gave up pork. And then we started doing like meatless Mondays. And we were so excited. We like doing different meals and figure out stuff to eat without meat. So then I started doing more research, looking at stuff on YouTube, and I found a doctor named Dr. Tim Morrow, and he had a video titled What the Doctors Won't Tell You, and he talked about how he was healed from his sickness by using herbs. So after that video went off, a Dr. Sebi video came on, and I heard of Dr. Sebi through Left Eye, videos with her, but I never really watched his videos. So a video popped up. It was
Why you get sick?
Why we get sick. Yeah. So I listened to that, and it was really deep. So then I sent it to LP, and she watched it with the kids. All of us watched it, and it was so powerful. And the one quote that Dr. Sebi said that I always remember was, when they brought us from Africa, they didn't bring our food. And it made me think. So it was just so powerful. So
yeah, I mean, that video was like right on time. It was kind of what we needed. So basically, I picked up the phone and ordered the herbs, and here's what happened next. Hey everybody, it's LP.
And this is Ty.
And we just got our package from Dr. Sebi today, and we're going to show you what we purchased. I just got the small cleansing package.
And I got the therapeutic package.
And so I have the Chelation 2, BioFerro, and Viento.
I have the same, but I also have, it includes Fucus and also the bromide plus powder. So this is what they look like.
So I ordered this cleansing package because I've been dealing with a lot of allergy issues for like over 20 years, and I've been taking like nasal sprays like Flonase and Allegra D, and it's seasonal allergies, but when I take away those medicines or decide not to take them, I still have a lot of mucus. So I'm not happy about having to take pills the rest of my life, and I'm looking to this to help me to kind of get rid of that and put my body back in order so I can be healthy.
And I deal with asthma, eczema, so pretty much I found out about Dr. Sebi. I heard about him years ago, but I never watched the video, so I watched the video, shared it to LP, and then the whole family watched it. So it was very interesting what he talked about, so it educated us about what we eat. We're organic people. We shouldn't be eating meats. So we gave up pork, rice, because of the starch, which makes mucus. And he always say that the mucus is the disease. So when you get rid of the mucus, that's why, you will see the changes. So we're going to start this stuff tomorrow. And we already changed our diet more to an alkaline based diet. And we're going to see what the results are. They gave us the recommended food. They gave us directions and other products that they have. So they have a lot of different ones. And you can also check his website for it. And we could put a link in the bottom of description box for that.
So yeah, follow along on our journey to see how this goes. I'm not sure how many days this is, if it's 30 days or not, but we're gonna go ahead and do our detox and cleansing and just keep you informed on how it's working out for us, because we have to get it in order, people. So that video was shot back in February of 2015.
And I didn't have any hair, then I have hair.
And basically what we did is we took the herbs. It was a little over 2 weeks. The first week we only ate raw foods that were recommended on Dr. Sebi's list, And the second week we added in some cooked foods and some grains. And basically while we were taking the herbs, for me, I noticed that I had more mental clarity, I lost weight, I slept better, I had more energy. And the biggest thing that I noticed was, you know, I had lived with mucus for so long that I had like boxes of tissue around the house that the kids used as building blocks. I wasn't pulling any tissue anymore. The mucus went away. I could breathe. Probably
like in 3 days, I saw the difference.
Yeah. I mean, and it happened really quickly. You know, the detox worked. It worked like they said that it would. And for me, that was a powerful thing, you know.
Yeah, for me, you know, what I was dealing with, like with the asthma, I saw that the mucus went away, had more energy. And the one thing that I was dealing with, probably because of eating all the crazy food before, was I wasn't able to eat like raw fruits. And I would get like almost like an upset stomach just from eating that. But when I did the detox, you know, after a week I was able to eat the fruit, you know, and it was amazing. So I said, well, I know it's working. So the one thing about it was, you know, we did the raw, like she said, and then we started having like the sauteed vegetables, and I loved it. It was like the mushrooms, the squash, the onions.
Butternut squash.
But my favorite was the butternut squash and the onions, and I was like, I could eat this all the time. You know, it was great. You know, I would come from work, and she would have it ready, so I was like, oh, this is great. So one day after 2 weeks of eating that, I was like, no more. I couldn't take it. I was like, wow. So then, because we were in these Facebook groups, I went out while I was looking for recipes or some ideas. So we saw food and it was like great, but no one gave you a recipe. And I was like, wow. I was like, I need a recipe. It's not helping. So we kind of like fell off. We went back out, you know, hanging out, going to eat. We didn't like go off the bandwagon, you know, bad. Completely. You know, but we had some, you know, chicken wings. Like we always had chicken wings, a little bit of fish here and there. But, you know, so fast forward to September 2015, we came back and we started, you know, eating again, you know, started, you know, doing less meat and all the other stuff. And then the kids, if I brought anything home to them, they would always, you know, say, hey, that's not right, you know. But around October, we started TysConsciousKitchen. So Linda was like, yeah, let's do a video of this and that, tell people how to make something. So the first video we did was on Kamut. And she pretty much tricked me. Because I didn't want to do it. I don't like the camera. You know, you can probably tell that. So pretty much she was like, we're going to do this video together. So we get in there and, you know, ready. All of a sudden she starts the opening and, you know, I'm nervous, and then she just like walks away and I got stuck. So that's how TysConsciousKitchen was created, born, whatever you want to call it. So.
Come on, I saw your greatness. I saw your passion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's how I got started. So we're going to go ahead and go through some of these questions. And let's see, what do we have here first? Number 1. Does everyone in your household follow Dr. Sebi's methodology?
I don't.
Yes, we do. We keep it around 80%, just so that we can have a balance. You know, we understand that the body's pH has to be balanced. I mean, 7 is in the middle. It's a scale of, you know, 1 to 14.
Right.
And as long as we're slightly alkaline, that is what keeps, you know, diseases away. The problem is when, you know, you're eating a standard American diet, most of the foods are acidic. And that's how we get into trouble. So we're fine with keeping a balance. It works for us. And, you know, everybody has to approach it and do what's best for them. You know, the nutritional guide is a guideline. It's a blueprint that Dr. Sebi left us with. And the best way is to make it fit your lifestyle. So,
question 2 says, how do you get your children to transition? Did you give them the option? The option was y'all can move out or eat this food. No, not really. What it was, they were pretty much like, my older daughter was like a, you know, she was the food police. You know, if you bring certain things in, she's like, well, this got this color dye in it, or This has high fructose corn syrup, MSG. You know, we stayed away from MSG and stuff like that, and you know, we started understanding more of that. So only problem we have is the smallest, the youngest daughter. She likes certain things, more sweet stuff. So she may want alkaline electric pancakes for dinner, but she loves pasta, so we always keep like some pasta in the freezer with some sauce. So that's the thing, is that we all cook together. So like sometimes we have them help us cook, and that makes them feel happier. They want to like really be like, oh, I helped make this, and they're so happy, so they enjoy the food more. So I think that helps out.
Well, that leads to the next question. Number 3. Do you cook every day?
We try to cook every day. What we do a lot of preparing of the food. So LP has a video of how to prep some of the food. So like whenever we make wild rice, we do wild rice, spelt, and we do the chickpeas all at the same time. We make a whole bunch of it, and then we use some, and then we freeze it. So we always have something, one of those staples available. All you gotta do is thaw it out. So that's the biggest thing to help out, is to prep the grains. So
Number 4. Do you use organic canned garbanzo beans? No, we do not, because canned goods are not recommended due to the BPA that's lined in the can. However, we used to before we knew any better.
right.
I don't know if that's the same issue with the glass jarred foods, but for the cans, it's a no-no. So we don't use those. We just use the dried ones that come in the bag, the ones that you don't have to soak them, but it helps to prep them ahead of time. So yeah, that's what we use.
Question 5 is, do you use organic limes? Whenever you can find them. A lot of times I would find them at Trader Joe's, but I like to tell people, try to find stuff with seeds. Sometimes you go to like the international stores, you're happy to find certain things on the list because you can't find that at a regular grocery store. So I say if you're eating healthier, that's the biggest thing. You're not eating a meat or any like starch. So I'm not saying get any GMO fruits or vegetables, but try to, whatever you can find is the best bet, you know, the best thing for you. With seeds, if you find something with seeds, that's the one thing. Like grapes with seeds are hard. I know organic grapes are seedless. Organic oranges and organic watermelons, they're seedless, so it's not really right. So it's like oxymoron. So
right. Organic is how they grow it.
It's how they grow. Like I tell people 25 years ago when I was younger, you never heard of organics. You just got it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Number 6. I don't know where to start with this lifestyle. Any suggestions? I dedicated a whole video to going over some transition tips for you. The best place to start is where you feel comfortable starting, depending on where you're, you know, if you have like an illness that you need to be cured of, or if it's just a lifestyle change that you want to make in general. So we're going to leave a link to the video giving you the 7 tips on how to approach that. Start where you are. Number 7. What were some of the struggles you faced while transitioning? The biggest struggle we faced was, one, finding the items on the list. You couldn't just walk into one store and find everything you needed.
Nope.
You had to go to several stores. We had to look for items in more than one place, and what we didn't find, we just had to go online and order. So that was the biggest challenge. And then the second one was, well, I said the biggest struggle, but really for me, it was knowing what to eat.
And yeah, the thing is that finding the foods, we had a path where we used to live. It was nice because we had a strip, one street we could find most of the stuff that we needed, which was nice. But like you said, the other part is how to make the food. That's why when I started TysConsciousSkitchen, we gave you the options to say, oh, now you have chicken and waffles, you know, and that's like one of our favorites. And now I made the lasagna, and man, that's like, you eat it and sometimes you think it's like the lasagna you used to have. So it is really good. You know, so the foods that we make now, you have a better option. You just have to have it prepared, you know, have some of the stuff prepared. So that's the, you know, that's the one thing that you can appreciate now.
Yeah.
Number 8. What do you eat when you go out? Well, because we like to go out, our options are like from here down to 1, 2 maybe. But when we do go out, we like Mexican. So what we do, we get like guacamole, because if they make fresh guacamole in front of you, you can tell them not to put anything in it. We get salsa, a salad, tell them, you know, put the fajita vegetables on it, and pretty much you can have that as like a salad, you know. And that's pretty much our one thing that we do eat will be
the Mexican food. But then, I mean, anywhere else you go, you can always order a salad. And you can always, you know, eat from it what you want and leave what you don't. Right. I mean, we still have a life. You know, we always have date night. So we like to have variety of what we do. But sometimes we might have to fall back on a vegetarian or vegan dish. As long as there's no, like, soy or...
We stay away from soy. Is like one of the worst because, you know, it's plastic.
It's plastic, yeah.
And high fructose corn syrup. Those are like the two biggest things that, you know, we stay away from. Right. So that's the main thing. But
there's options.
Right.
Yeah. Number 9. Did you meet Pablo Medina while in USHA Village? Pablo Medina was Dr. Sebi's right-hand man. No, we didn't. As you know, we did recently visit USHA Village back in June, and we were there for a whole week. And
we met. We didn't meet Dr. Sebi because we wanted to go, you know, around October of last year. But when he died, you know, that was just, it was hard for us. And we met his daughter Selma, which she runs the village now. She was actually running it before, but you know, she just runs it now. And we met her little sister Tywa. She's like 6 years old. We met Victor, that's Dr. Sebi's son. He just turned 17 when we were there. Evelyn, I cooked with her in one of the videos. She's the cook for the village. Met the niece. She's the niece. And then Joshua, he gave us tours of the house, and he was very helpful. He gave us a lot of information. He was. And then we met Michael. He was the driver, and his brother David. They're also Dr. Sebi's nephews. So we met the family, which were like really nice. And when we got there, they like knew me. I didn't know who they were, probably because of the videos. So it was kind of cool. It was nice. Very nice, you know, loving people. So that's one thing I missed about the village also. Yeah. Number 10. What difference did you notice in the thermal water versus spring water? Well, the thermal water is hot. You couldn't touch it. And what it is, they gave us a carafe that was like insulated. And you would go get the water every morning, and it would stay hot almost like 24 hours. Okay. But what it is because it's from the earth, it has a certain taste. So what we do, we would get the soursop leaves, because the trees were there in the village, and we would add that to the water, and it would give it like a soursop tea. And it was really good. And I miss that water. You know, that's one thing that I miss.
But with spring water, you taste some of the minerals, but it's not as pronounced as in the thermal water that comes straight from the earth. Right. LOL, thinking back, how bad was the taste of the bitters?
The bitters, they're helpful, they work, but they're not, they're bitter.
They're bitter.
So, you know, when you first get there, you heard videos about it, how bad it was. So when you try it, you're like, I understand what they're saying. Yeah. And I would, you know, sip it down, but LP here, she was a soldier. She was like downing them.
I mean, you gotta just get it over with.
Yeah. But there's some powerful stuff, but we know it works. Yeah. And you know, whenever we're in the dining room, you would wait for the people to come in because you had all your plates and your bitters sitting there, and you just watched the people drink it, and everybody had that same look on their face. You know, it was almost like the Fred Sanford when he saw Esther that, like that. So it was like that stuff was bad, but you know, that was the only thing I was like, after 2-3 days, I was like, I'm ready to go home. I love this place, but the bitters, I don't want it, you know.
I mean, it was bitter, but, you know, actually, we didn't even need food. By the time we drank the bitters, we were like,
enough of those. And, yeah, they only fed you twice a day, so you had fruit early in the morning, then you had like lunch and whatever they made up. And you were pretty much good, but you had like mangoes you could get off the tree and all that stuff.
But we didn't go hungry. I mean, a lot of times we couldn't finish all of our lunch. Yeah. So yeah, they took care of us. It was cool.
Question 12. How did the natural almond taste, sweet or bitter? Well, in the one video that we have on LP's channel, Joshua we were walking down towards the sauna, and he saw us looking at the tree, and he told us a story about the almonds. He said these are the almonds that the natural almonds that Sebi always wanted him to make him milk. So he would go up there, get him a bunch of the almonds, and add, make like a sea moss almond milk for Dr. Sebi. So it was real interesting, and he cracked one open for us with a rock, and it was really sweet. It was really good. So.
Okay, we're up to question 13. That's our last one. Any discounts for the whole family at USHA Village? I'm not personally aware of any discounts, but we are leaving the information to USHA Village in the description box of this video.
Yeah.
So just look for it there. Okay? And you can get in touch with them.
You can also call them, and I know they have certain deals. So many, if you stay there for a month, it's cheaper than staying a week sometimes. Or
yeah, they work with you.
They work with you,
yeah.
So, just contact them.
That's it. That's all the questions that we have. We appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch this video. If you want it, you can check out my channel and some of the vlogs that I have on our trip to USHA, along with some other helpful information that I share on my channel over there. And is there anything else you want to share?
Just want to say thanks to Dr. Sebi for giving us the knowledge to heal our bodies, to heal our friends and family, and to heal the nation. And I just want to thank everyone for the support, for sharing my videos. I just want to say thanks for everything, and I appreciate it.
All right. That's it. So until the next video, thanks so much for watching.
Peace out.